such a, of course, iconic musical, The Lion King, and I think everybody has a story.
Yes.
And I just want to have a story in a film to tell my whole sort of life story. And I think that's why I just said, let's go. Why not? Hey.
Perfect. Hey guys, welcome to the Be You Do You channel. So thank you for tuning in. And so we have a special guest. Yay! So this is Jason. Now, your last name is Mercera?
Mercera.
Mercera.
Yes.
Is it like a Mercera or not? Just Mercera?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Mercera.
Yes.
Okay, Jason Mercera.
Yes.
That sounds so that sounds so special. Anyway, what you guys do not know is we actually met last Saturday at a photo shoot where stay tuned, because all these postcards that you see you'll be able to get them with like on a t-shirt, maybe a jumper. We'll see how it works, but these are like limited series, so you don't want to miss it when it comes out. Anyway, met Jason, and what I love about him is his energy, and I was like, I want to pick your brain. So here we are in another place, in another surrounding, a green surrounding,
really nice.
that we will not tell you where it is because it's only for special people like us. So I'm sorry, you're not invited. But let's jump into it. So Jason, tell me who you are and what's so special about you.
Yes, well, I am... It's okay?
Yeah, we have nice background music with ice creams. If you wanted ice cream. That is so creepy. That's like a CSI movie.
Yeah, like The Purge, right?
And somebody's just gonna like...
Wow! Oh, it stopped, right?
It stopped now, so we're good.
Okay.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Yes, I am Jason Mercera, 24 years old. I have a background of dancing and entertainment. So I graduated from the performing arts in Amsterdam. But before that, I was in the musical The Lion King when I was 8.
Oh, The Lion King.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes. We have like a Lion King performer.
Yes,
okay.
Guys.
Only amazing talents here.
When I was from 8 till 12 years old, I was in The Lion King, and from there I went to the Institute for Performing Arts in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Very ambitious for entertainment. I really love entertainment, like the stage, the smell, like
the smell. That's intense. Okay.
It's But
it's the whole environment.
The whole environment. It's so powerful, and it's really like the professional setting. You know, you really need to perform. I also like the competitive vibe too.
And the fact that once you're in, it's not like somebody where you rehearse 1-to-1. This is like loads of people are seeing you.
Yeah.
So it's intense. Like you can't miss a beat. The step has to be perfect.
Exactly.
The voice has to be perfect. Because otherwise, you have a lot of people you depend on. This is a massive, big production.
Yeah.
So this already gave you as the French would say, like an avant-goût, a bit of taste.
Yeah. So that was my the first big thing ever. So that was like a major start for me. And I think from there, just Sony reached out to me on Facebook. Sony Entertainment.
Oh, really?
Just on Facebook.
Oh, wow. Well, cheers to that. I'm eating strawberries, guys. Anyway, cheers to that. Okay.
Yeah, and they were like, we are looking for a choreographer for a new artist, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yes. And I was at school, so definitely. So I reached out, we met, we talked, and they helped me with my agency too. So I have right now.
So you have like your own agency?
Yeah. Wow. I think right now.
Remind me how old you are?
24.
24.
Yes.
Guys,
You can do
anything is possible.
Anything
Like,
is possible.
stop excuses. It's time to stop.
No excuses.
Yeah, no excuses.
No
Okay,
excuses.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an agency right now for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I started everything, I think, when I was 19, just to set everything up. And around 21, I just did auditions in Amsterdam. Everything is all set. I
Okay.
have a website. Dancers are working
Mm-hmm.
all around the world
Now,
right now.
this agency, is it only for dancers, or is it anybody like?
No, it's like
What is it exactly?
entertainment all around agency. So
Okay.
like
Entertainment only. Okay.
yeah, performers.
So it's not
models.
like a model that you need for a photo shoot.
Well,
maybe, but it's
maybe
more right now. It's
more
focused on what you performance.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's a little bit my background.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take us now where you are. Where is Jason going? What's his massive big goal? His maybe 5-year goal.
I want to do more international stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, like yesterday or the day before, we had a photo shoot with Fit Me Clothing.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to go bigger with everything I can do. Like choreography wise, dancers wise, maybe modeling, creative directing, anything worldwide or international.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Okay, that's your next.
I have a year.
You're giving yourself a year. Okay, I said a 5-year plan, but he has a 1 year. Okay, that's good. I mean, I think it's very interesting the fact that you say you're giving yourself a year, because as long as as 5 years are great, but it's true that you need to take baby steps. But that 1 year, you're giving yourself 365 days, whatever it is. I think that's in a year, to get where you want to go. So what are your steps to get there? What are you going to do? Is there a special way you like reaching out, or is it networking events? What works for you?
Well, I'm really spiritual. Like I am a Christian, so like I pray a lot. I ask God.
Welcome to the club.
Yes, of course. Like
you ask God, anything's possible. You don't ask, you don't get.
Exactly, and that's why I think Tuesday I had to go home, but I decided for myself of like I'm gonna give myself 7 days extra here in London, just to give God, a week with me. This is 100%.
And this is good because, as you say, which is important, you need time on your own. You need to reflect.
Yeah.
And even if you're 24 and you're busy, it's great to be alone and to be surrounded. I mean, a lot of people, think it's crazy, and you're like, it's actually not crazy if you think about it. Well, you're born sort of alone. Your mother brought you to the earth. You're gonna die alone, so you need to be able to figure out what works for you. And if there's so much noise, you can't focus. So okay. So you said so being in contact with God, praying. What else?
Just networking.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm a very introvert person, very alone, which is okay. But like I get I get energy of being alone, thinking, meditation.
Yes.
And I need to get over that sometimes, because dancers are really like they fight to have that job. I fight too, but I fight maybe a little bit different because I'm spiritual. And
that is so key. I'm sorry, I have to jump you on that one. We're such in a world where it's so messy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you've got to figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
Because if you're not happy with you could have €1,000,000, you could have 10,000, whatever it is you're looking for, and still not be happy because you're not content.
Exactly.
That is so powerful.
That's it.
So how do you? Because I don't know if we're allowed to mention, you're working on a film on how it is to be in the entertainment world. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I spoke with my own agency.
Which is myself. And some other people.
And and other workers, and I was like, you know what? People just always ask me on Facebook, Instagram, just social media, or just come to me and say, "Oh my God, it's so amazing what you are doing. It's just how do you do that?" And always tell them like it looks so simple, and sometimes it's
Yeah.
not. Like basically, it's not.
Yeah.
Like entertainment industry is full of jealousy, full of hate, full of backstabbing.
Why is that?
Because there's mostly, if you are going to audition for something,
Mhm.
there's mostly one spot. So it's just like a race, like being an athlete. You don't want to. You're not gonna compete for to be number 2 or 3. You
No,
just want to
you compete for number one, and that's
one,
it.
and that's it. And you can be happy with a number 2 or 3, but in the entertainment circle for
There's
dancers,
only one.
there's only one. So that's where the
The
competitive,
feistiness,
yes,
the aggressiveness
yes,
comes into it.
yes.
That's funny. And why? Do you know why that's been like this for so long? Do you think that's how the entertainment world turned it? Because from what I know, dance before was a way of expressing yourself.
Exactly.
Was fun.
Yeah.
When you do like the battle dances, or there's this film that came out. What was it, years ago, where you do the crunch or something, or I can't remember. Whatever, crump.
Oh, crump. Mm-hmm.
At the time, where everybody was just, I don't know, it was a circle of people, but it was just like it was you and your energy. Do you think it's society that's changed it like that, or
I think
more and
so.
more performances that are happening?
No, I
Or
think society, like, it's not only you are given a spot to dance on a stage. You're getting money, a lot of money. You're getting fame. You're getting recognition. You know,
I have to
you
say
can
fame.
do anything you want when you have fame. That's I think society is making you think like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think that's
yeah.
it. It's not
Famous
only
is yeah. Plus, you know, with I have to say with what you're saying, social media, there's more and more. It's very me.
yeah,
It's very I get the fame, or
yeah,
for example, this simple thing. This I don't know if you've seen the Sierra with her song "Level Up."
level up.
Where
Yeah.
of course, what is great, you know, she's a performer. She loves dancing. She's good at what she
She's
does.
good.
And it's funny how many from one music video clip that she did, and a challenge came out of it, and everybody is dancing.
Millions and
for
millions.
millions, and of course, since she's a very people person, she will repost. But from I've seen from the comments and the others, or from what I pick up from other people, like
Yeah.
it's very like, oh my goodness, Sierra put like a video of me on her social media, so
Yeah.
I'm famous, and I'm like, that doesn't work like that.
That doesn't work like that.
Mm.
But it's opening to,
Yes.
you know, to
Another stream of
Exactly.
creatives, because
Exactly.
before it was, I mean, maybe it still is, where people how does it happen, like for an audition? Tell us how that works
Um.
in today's
Well, I think it's just you need to network. You need to
Okay.
know where the people are. You know.
where
Like,
the people are.
Yeah.
Network. Mhm.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not gonna be like on social media. Like there is an audition for this and this and this. No,
That
you need
doesn't.
to-
Okay, it's word of mouth. Maybe
Yes.
is that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Which makes sense why you need to network and be okay with.
Yeah.
And people also need to know who you are, because you can
Exactly.
you can talk by virtual, which
Yeah.
is great, but
Yeah.
if you don't have the person's feeling, then
Exactly.
there's no
And you
reason.
need to show something.
Mm,
Like people can like you of the energy,
Yeah.
but if you are not like a performer or you cannot deliver something,
yeah, then it doesn't.
you will not get the cut.
yeah. It's true, because can you stage like a dance on social media? Can you like sort of have like so we can see your video online, but then once we see you face to face, can that be different from what you see on social media?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. I think I use social media more as a work platform,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm a little bit boring sometimes.
Yeah. Why? You're not
'Cause-
bored.
No,
I mean, now
'cause-
that I know you, but that I don't.
Yeah. Because I'm very into myself,
Mm,
you know, and I think the entertainment is all about the expression and to being loud. And,
yes.
you know, you need to perform, so you cannot be lazy or something like that. I feel like I'm very chill, and that doesn't work for
A lot
social
of,
media
yeah.
or stage wise.
Which actually makes sense. Social media wants you to be like, you have to be on your phone, you have
Yeah.
to put pictures, and I'm
Busy.
like, yeah, busy, comment on people's posts, which is fine, you know, interact, which is, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, all that business where you have to post, you have to have your likes, you have to comment to people, you have to reply, and I'm like, I mean, is this my life? Or
Yeah.
is like society telling me what to do? Because
Exactly.
otherwise, you know, if I'm living for the likes, what's the point?
That's how I feel.
So how do you, in terms of going through this whole thing where, you know, society wants you to be like this, how do you, let's jump into this, how do you face rejection? Because you've been in this business since
Oh yes.
8 years old, right?
Yeah.
Woo. So tell me, how have you overcome it? And
wow.
how has it been empowering? Because from 8 to 24, there's a lot
That's
of
a lot of
a lot of great experience, I'm sure, and failures that you've experienced, which is
Make
great
a
because
lot of-
yeah.
Wow. I think the musical The Lion King has sort of raised me because it's just it was a long period. Like, and they have learned me to face the battles. And when somebody is like rejecting you, you can feel it, but when you feel it, just accept it. It happened. Let it go and move on.
Let it go.
Let it
That's
go.
the thing. That's the powerful outside of this Frozen song. Let it go. But that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
But we can all do it. So so that's one of your major things. Do you have like any other ones that you would recommend, or?
I think you can talk to people about it. You know, talk to people.
Talking, I guess.
Talking to your best friend, your parents. My parents are like really good listeners, and they're really helpful too. I always talk to them when it's like in good times, but also like
in bad times too.
times.
You know, parents are there for both.
Yeah,
Like.
yeah. And if you don't have parents or something, you can always talk to God. You know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get it. Like, it's not a physique person, but
he will actually answer you through other people that you
Exactly,
encounter, and
exactly.
that's the craziest
that is
part.
the craziest
Because
part.
you can be like, you can pray and all that stuff, and say, okay, God, I'm listening, like I'm here,
Yeah,
and nothing happens. You'll walk away, and literally somebody, wherever you are, or it could be a conversation that you said, and
it's amazing.
what you said is just what God was wanting to say, but He won't speak to you because maybe you're not ready.
Exactly.
Because we just demand everything like it has to be now. It doesn't work like that, you know. It's God's timing. Otherwise, it'd be so easy. We'd never ask God for help.
Exactly. That's it.
So, out of that, you actually are saying that you would I say that you've had a great family support? You've been. Has that also, you've been very well surrounded when you were younger?
I think with my parents and my sister, I have a really good relationship. I think the other side of the family, not so much, to be really honest, because The Lion King in the Netherlands, I was like in the first cast, and there was a lot of fame. I think for me, it was too much, and also for the family, it was too much. So we cannot like always go outside because there will, you know, you see paparazzi everywhere.
Oh, really?
It's-
Was
yeah,
that at that? Wow.
Yeah. That was the
Okay, so
first,
that was like, because as you say, it was the first one.
first one
First
in
one.
Holland. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was really
crazy.
I cannot like go out of school just to go home. No, somebody had to pick me up. So it was heavy. It was heavy, and I think a part of the family just was like, first of all, I cannot do it, or just maybe a jealousy
A
part.
kind of jealousy.
A jealousy part.
Yeah,
of it.
I find that
Yeah.
family members, you'll still also have jealousy.
Yeah.
But that's, family's always complicated.
Yes.
As much as you want, it's so complicated.
complicated.
But okay, so yeah, your first family support, your parents and your sister.
And
Do you have
my
any other brothers and sisters, or just your
No,
sister?
just
Okay,
my
so
sister.
your family, so four. So
Four.
you guys were really, and maybe are still
And
super
still,
close.
yes.
Family is everything.
It's
I have
everything.
2 sisters and a brother,
Yeah.
and my parents are still together. They married after like 10 days, and 35 years still together. It's like this sort of thing. You're
that's
like,
amazing.
"Woo!" You're
That's
like, okay,
amazing.
like let me do this now. And you're like,
Yes.
okay, let's chill
But it's
down.
inspiring too, right?
It is, because, you know, we look up to our parents on
Yeah,
some
and we
level,
are
and if we have,
reflection too, right?
and we reflect,
Yeah.
and when I hear, people that don't have, are less fortunate than what we have, I always make sure that, family's never perfect,
No.
but if you can talk, communication is
Yeah.
is one of the keys.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about you. On what would you describe yourself as? Is there something that when people see you, like, I know you?
Mm. Oh, that's a hard one.
I know.
That's
I
a
love
hard
hard
one.
questions.
Ooh, that's a hard one. I think very down to earth,
hmm
um, ambitious, passionate. If you say it like that,
Passionate.
passionate, passionate, passionate.
Passionate.
Um, spiritual.
Spiritual.
Yeah,
Down to earth, passionate, spiritual.
spiritual. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that is powerful because I think, you wouldn't expect that from a dancer.
No, 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 absolutely not.
No. Yeah, you think
Sometimes,
you'd be
but like,
the extra special person, those flashy colors and
yeah,
flashy stuff, and I'm here and I'm
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And no, you're
I'm,
so humble and
I'm very happy that I can be humble in this kind of
mm,
industry because it's like
it's yeah.
it's hard sometimes. It's fun. It's like it's my job and I really love it, but it's also hard because a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, you're so great, you're so great," and you
Mm.
feel it.
Yeah, they'll praise you
It's
for it,
they
but
praise you
in 2
for
minutes
it.
it
Yeah,
could be lost and gone.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of people like flip.
Mm.
You know,
And you think that people flip easily?
nowadays, yes,
Yeah.
because
Why?
I think the younger generation is
Mm.
very there. You have so many options to have a little bit of recognition. Social media,
They crave for
outside.
recognition
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they probably haven't had it when they were younger,
exactly,
or
exactly.
broken
And now with the
families, or
phone, everybody's on the phone.
I know it's crazy
Yeah,
because for example, I was on the train. I mean, that's it. This one was different. But okay, this is warm, so everybody's talking to each other, so it's great. But
yeah,
if you go onto a train or wherever you are in a bus, or everybody's straight onto their phone
yeah.
because there's no connection. We
No
don't
connection.
smile anymore. Because if, for example, if you were smiling, we'd be like, "What you want?
What you
Like,
want?
do you want my
Yeah,
number?" Or
yeah, yeah,
which
yeah,
is our first immediate thing. Which 10 years ago, that's not how it was.
yeah. Like 20 years ago, you can leave your door open.
Yes.
Did you do
Nobody
that?
would come in.
Nobody would come in.
Nobody would come in. You can leave your daughter or whoever you have like
Yeah,
outside in the park, and that's fine.
yeah,
Here, leave your child in the park. People like, or hit your, or
yeah,
spank your child if she's being, what's the word, mischievous, or
yeah,
not is not behaving properly.
yeah,
Here, you do this here. Oh my goodness! Like, we're gonna call the cops.
yeah.
It's different,
So different.
So yeah, I have to I have to agree on that. So what are the other things outside of entertainment? Because you said you're wanting to go bigger. You're giving yourself a year, traveling
Yeah.
more. So are you still going to keep that into entertainment, or you're wanting to widen
No,
your?
no. I just wanted to keep it in the entertainment
Okay.
because that's mostly what I know.
Yeah.
So I want to be in the entertainment for a long time. Yeah.
It's your passion.
Yes.
Are you living in your purpose?
Yes, I am.
That
Yeah.
changes everything, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're living in your purpose.
Yes.
And what are the other things that you love doing in life?
Outside.
Yes, outside of entertainment. If we could cut it all, and that
Well,
was
I'm a very old spirit, I think.
okay.
So I like going to old cafes. I love it. I really love it. Like in Amsterdam, you have a lot, like the old cafes. I like to have. Well, I'm gonna buy the rocking chair.
Oh,
The
really?
rocking chair. So I'm gonna just like.
So you really are gonna
This
buy
is with
yourself
my
a
phone.
chair, and you're just gonna be rocking your phone back to forth. Okay.
I really like that.
Okay.
I like to go to the movies. Um, I like to go to the gym or something like sportive, active. Um, I think that's about it. And just to meet people, travel. I love traveling.
Traveling.
You learn a lot of yourself.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So much.
Wow.
When is the massive big trip you did on yourself? Do you remember? Or one, or it could be like the last few months, or maybe a year ago, and that you really learned.
I think New York.
New York.
New York.
That
this
was when
year.
you went a few.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think.
I actually met one of his friends, Daniel, that's a photographer.
Yeah.
And so I said it. He already knows. I stalked him.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of you went. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? How
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. We
Yeah.
went for a documentary, and it was. I cannot even describe it. The
Yeah.
first I asked God before I left my house. I said, "Do what you want. Do what you want, and give me an
Use me.
experience for a lifetime." And it's so funny because we went there, and one of my biggest inspiration is Frank Getson. Frank Getson worked with like Beyonce for many years, and Destiny's Child. So
Did you meet him?
I have his phone number.
No,
I have his
that's
phone
what I
number.
remember. Flashback
Yeah.
moments. I
Yeah.
remember this. Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we just like came in, what's it called, John F. Kennedy Airport,
Okay.
and he was there.
No way.
He was there, and I was like looking up, like literally, I was looking up, and I was like, "You
Dude.
fast!" I really said that.
Yeah, because you said it just before you boarded the plane,
Yeah.
or maybe.
Yeah.
God used me.
Yeah.
Few minutes, 6 hours later,
Yeah.
who do you have in front of you?
Yeah.
That.
And it was amazing.
And we said it, guys. You do not ask,
Yeah.
and you wait and listen.
Yeah.
It can come in a flashing light. Wow.
It was amazing, and he just I went to him and said, "You Frank Getson, right?" He said, "Yes, I am." I was like, like
Of course, you kept it inside. You were professional, but you were like screaming.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like I'm such a fan of your work. Can I have a picture with you, please? Nah, took a picture, and he was like, "Okay, where are you from?" Blah blah blah. And you were dancing too. I was like, "Yes." "Oh, okay. Well, show me a little." So I was dancing a little bit. He's like, "Give me a first position, like a ballet.
Okay.
First position, second position." So he just wanted to know, like, if I have the
Of
knowledge.
course, to know if you
I was
really
like,
knew.
That's not hard. First position, second position, third position. And he's like, "I'm gonna be back in New York after a week. You can come to my event, and let me put your phone number in my phone." So we exchanged numbers. I went to the event, and we still talk on the phone.
Wow.
It's awesome. It's awesome, and I know that I'm gonna work with him someday.
Of course. It's all about the intention. I think, the sky is definitely not the limit. I know people say, yeah, the sky's the limit. To be honest, it's how you like. I've always said, if you shoot for the moon, you're going to end up on the stars. You might as well shoot for the stars so you end up on the moon. It just makes more sense to go further than what you have.
Yeah.
That is powerful.
It's awesome.
Wow.
It's awesome.
That is so crazy. I am so looking forward to seeing where this chapter brings you
crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
And I didn't even message him or something.
No. Like, he reached out to you.
He reached out.
I just think because of who you are, and I won't lie, your energy is. I'm a very people person. I'm spiritual like you. So if I feel that there's an energy or something that I can pick on and I can pick your brain, then why not? If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Like, if something gets stuck, in my opinion, if something doesn't work, if it gets frustrating, what do I say to myself? I'm like, it doesn't matter. It was not meant to be, so it doesn't matter. Or I've heard this thing from this other guy, this YouTuber that's called Evan Carmichael, and he says if something doesn't work, you say it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. And you're like, okay, even if, because he was saying he was supposed to film something and they were supposed to go on the other side, supposed to go to Arizona at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they were driving in the car, but the thing is, the car was a rental car. Now, the car doesn't have AC.
Oh.
It's in Arizona. It's summer.
Oh.
It's the best.
Oh.
You can't open the windows, because if you open the windows, he wouldn't be able to film at the same time. So it was sweating, but you saw that sort of thing. Like, they had the opportunity. Were they gonna stop because a door was telling you, "You're not doing this.
No,
you're not doing." No,
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
The
not.
camera broke down, of course, because of the heat. It was so hot. What did they do? They went out to the desert. And I don't know what they did, but they figured it out.
Yeah.
And that's what you're also working on, which is amazing because you're like, I don't know where this is leading me. You jumped into faith.
I just jumped in, and to be really honest, like the bad thing, because you talked about the camera, we was filming in New York, and my mentor lived in New York, Saigon Keys, and it was an awesome class.
Yeah.
So we went there. Daniel filmed everything. Came home the next day. We looked on the camera, and nothing was there.
No.
We lost everything.
How did you lose it?
I don't know. It just left.
Oh my God.
It was so painful. But I was like, what am I gonna do? Like this? And I was, because I'm spiritual. Is it like?
Was it not meant to be?
Was it not meant to be? Or
God
something?
took it out because there's something that just didn't work.
I really to this day I don't know. I just don't know. But I was like, because of this thing, I'm not gonna stop. And if it's gonna happen again,
I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Keep on doing it. I am not afraid of these kind of accidents. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So
I'm fearless in that.
Oh yeah, no, like I think that's what you need on some level, and that's what shows your power, in the sense that you're a fucking Lion King.
Yeah.
You gotta own it 100%.
Yeah.
And so what happened next? Did you guys re-go and film it, or what did you?
Well, we
if you, of course, not saying all of it, because I know the film is coming out 2019,
Yes.
end of 2019.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys. I'll put all the links so you guys can check him out, follow him.
Yes.
But yeah, tell me about that.
We just bought another card, and that worked, and that's it.
Okay, so it was like just the SD card that was a default.
It
And just
was-
like it didn't even connect.
Yeah, but it's only like for one day. Because
Yeah.
he
Of
filmed
course,
one
of course,
day,
of
you know.
course. It wasn't like
But
a whole
it
week.
was-
Luckily,
Lovely, you know. But it was painful. It was painful.
I can imagine. I can imagine. I can feel your pain because you're like,
yeah,
you put
I
in your
was
whole
crying.
work.
I was seriously in the hotel. I was crying because I was like, what is going on? Like, dude, like,
Yeah, like, dude, I came all the way here, and you're telling me that this is not working? Like, are you serious? Like, come here, let's have a fight. Like, bring your ass down.
Yeah. And also, the documentary is all about a dancer's life.
Yes.
So the moment that I was crying and I was praying to God, everything was filmed. So that is like, I know I'm gonna touch somebody with that scene.
So at that moment when you were crying, it was filmed too.
It was filmed too.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the part that was good or not. That wasn't okay.
Yeah.
That's powerful. I don't know. Did we talk about your film? Maybe not. So this is something that you're passionate about.
Yes, I am.
You are. How did this project come up?
Ooh, that's difficult too.
I love difficult questions. I'm putting you on the spot. I told you, whatever the Lord is speaking to me, I'm just. I told you guys, I'm not a professional, but I'm learning and I'm getting. I said deep.
I think because of the lot of messages I get on social media, and people just say, "Oh my God, it's so amazing what you are doing," blah blah blah, and they say like, "How do you do it?" And I cannot even respond to it because it's too much that I'm doing. It's not only like a networking. It's just you need to be
your personality, right?
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's a whole journey. It started in such a
of course
iconic musical, The Lion King, and I think everybody has a story.
Yes.
And I just want to have a story in a film to tell my whole sort of life story. And I think that's why I just said, let's go. Why not?
So you and Daniel are part of the production?
Yes.
Are there other people that are in or not yet?
Daniel Nicoletti and Jade Barbosa. That's two videographers and visual.
And dancers too, no? Are they
and
both?
dancers
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like you really get like a raw perspective of who you are.
Yeah.
So you guys are like self-producing.
Yeah.
Producing the.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are really good too. Wow. Like I never met like those creative minds. It's amazing.
It's amazing how God puts people in your life, and some instantly like they'll click.
They click.
Like you'll be able to click straight away. Like you guys have a huge connection, and some just like enter into your life and leave, and that's okay because you know it doesn't matter. It doesn't. There's no beef.
No,
I didn't send you a message and say, okay, you know, you're not my friend anymore. No, it's just like it doesn't. There's some that are just powerful.
It's so powerful.
Because once you guys connect and click, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
And clearly that's when you guys were in New York. Okay.
That was awesome.
Wow. So that was going back to one of the most big experience. Because we went from one question to another. But if we bring it back, New York was one where you really learned. And that was only what? A few months ago?
Yeah, we went there in May.
So you're 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 24. Like it's only now that you're sort of realizing what works for you.
Yeah.
Powerful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because you know, I think a lot of us today, you know, like we have to have all the answers to everything. We have to know what works, what doesn't, and you know, I think today we're not able to do that because I think we're such in a busy world where everybody expects us to know everything, and we don't have the answers. And as you say, you've been in it since you've been 8 years old, yet it's only now that you're living in your purpose.
Exactly.
It wasn't a year ago, 2 years ago. It's now.
It's now.
That's powerful because that's what people need to understand. You know, it depends on you. And you did say everybody has a story. That's the key. Exactly. Not everybody's different. Like if I was a dancer, I wouldn't have the same path as him. I have a different one. I'm a stylist. Yet, you know, I've started as a fashion stylist. Initially, I wanted to be an, what was it? Lord have mercy. Architect. I figured out it was 6 years. I was like, hell no. I'm not doing that. Yet, you know, I've gone through that. Work with magazines. Work with people one-to-one. Now I'm doing interviewing people. It just, you know, everybody has a different way. It took me years to figure out who I am. And I'm only I'm going to be 30 soon. You know, for you it takes 20. Everybody's different. So do not compare yourself. And that's super important. People today will always want to, you know, compare themselves. And that is dangerous. Once you can get the comparing game on,
dangerous.
You need a blessing.
Yep.
You need Jesus. For the ones that don't believe, I know nothing. I'm not saying anything mean. I'm just, you get the joke for some. But anyway, people will be like, "Why you got Jesus?" Have you seen this girl that with this music where she says these two little girls, and they have this song called "Call Jesus"?
No.
If you, oh man, I can't remember. I'll send it to you later. It's really cute. Unfortunately, we're doing it on my phone, so I can't show you. But it's hilarious. Like, call Jesus. So these are small little questions, but these are like the Olivia questions.
Yeah.
Where, what would you call yourself today? As a human being, I'll give yourself my example. I'll give you an example of what I have a hard time saying when people are like, oh, so you're creative, so what do you do? And I'm like, okay, so I'm a fashion stylist, I'm an image consultant, a personal shopper, but I'm also a speaker and an interviewer. By the time you say that sentence, people are gone. So I say style consultant because that just englobes who I am. Do you have like a word where you feel defines you?
Yeah, I think because my agency is an all-round entertainment agency, and that's how I was raised by those big people. And I call myself also like an all-round entertainer.
All-round entertainer.
You know?
Okay.
So that is like that includes like dance, acting, to be creative, you know, maybe modeling, maybe performing, entertaining, just an all-round entertainer, performer.
Entertainer, performer, or all round entertainer and performer.
Yes.
Okay, that's powerful. And What is one life skill you would give to someone?
Ooh, don't give up. That's
Don't
it.
give up, guys.
Don't give up.
Drop the mic.
Yep.
That's all we have to say on that one.
Yep.
One advice you would give to your younger self?
Wow, to my younger self. Let go.
Let go.
Just let go.
Don't give up. And let go, guys.
Yeah.
Where can before that, an accessory you cannot live without. Now I think I know, but I'm gonna let you.
My earpiece.
You.
Yep.
Yeah, those are like your.
I cannot go without them.
Would you call that like a fashion accessory too?
No.
So what's a fashion accessory then that you would not leave the home without? So music is one.
Music is one.
And one thing that you can't leave the home without. Like literally, if it did not go, like you have to go home. Even if you walked already an hour and you forgot it, you have to go home.
Oh, it's so difficult. I like shoes, but like you need to have shoes like nobody is like going without
bare feet. Yes.
No.
Okay.
But like if my shoes don't match my outfit,
that is a problem.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
really?
A problem. Yes.
So you're a shoe person, like
yes.
If like you're wearing, I don't know, black and you have a little bit of red, you have to have red shoes.
Yep.
Wow. Yep. I really don't get that. See, white sneakers, and what is he wearing?
Yep.
White and black.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We need a conversation. That's just not good. No joking. I just thought I just cannot have it. No, it's fine. Okay. And where can the people find you? No, before that.
Oh.
Before that. Let me just wait about this. So what do you want people to remember you for? In the sense, if somebody comes up to you and doesn't know you and then they leave home, what is one thing that you want to remember them from? I had a girlfriend, she said it was her eyes. Not because she fancies her eyes, but through the eyes you can see the soul. For somebody else, it was their personality. What would it be for you?
I think to live fearless. I think that's I want to be remembered.
Remember as being fearless.
Yeah.
And that you were fearless too in leaving your legacy.
Because also like I'm not the biggest, tallest dancer.
No.
Or like, you know, the
you got the muscles,
and I don't have any of that. But to be really honest,
and you're not even seeking for it. No. That's what I love.
No, I'm not.
You are yourself.
Yeah, of course you need to train. Of course, you know. But if you need food, so
yes, you're the first one.
Eat. yes, you need to eat. You need to love life. But to be really honest, I'm standing with those guys.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So just to live fearless. Go. Don't
live
give
fiercely.
Up. Don't give up. I had so many like doubts or like closed doors for years, but I was never like I'm gonna give up. Never. It's not even in my head. It's not even a conversation. Never ever.
So what? If I can bounce on that, the fact that you don't give up, what is it that stops you from giving up? Do you have something that? How did you build it up? Because I'm sure there's some people listening here. They'll be like, "That's easy for you to say," but I understand where you're coming from because I was born like that. I'm like, I am not giving up until I get this.
Exactly.
I will get it no matter what. I'll work for it. I will bust my butt.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is there something that? Is it your education? Is it your name that makes it like that? What do you know how it came up, or is it?
I think it's just the way I was raised. I think that's
powerful.
That's a foundation, right? And if you don't have that foundation, you can, like now we live in 2018.
Yes.
You can find it everywhere. You can find like the inspirational things in movies. Just a park like this. There's no excuse anymore. Not now. There's no excuse anymore. And like Also, what inspires me, of course, is the whole um, life story of Jesus. He doesn't like surrender to the pain and the rejection. He was just like, I'm gonna do it because I see the bigger purpose. I think that's it. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
he died for our sins.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but also like he saw beyond the
what?
things that was
Yes.
going on, and you can reflect that to yourself too. You know,
Oh, so many of things that you.
so
I mean,
many times.
the only book on this planet which is just sold
Yeah.
trillions of people.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
it's the Bible.
yeah.
So
Yes.
okay,
You can learn
so much.
from
This
it. And you
and
don't need to.
you don't need to go into reading the book from the.
No.
They're just verses.
It's
So powerful.
powerful. It's really powerful. Yeah. It's
Is
amazing.
there a verse that you prefer, or there's nothing that really comes up right now?
There's not really a thing, but I think the book of Romans is really good. It's like the transformation of who you was to who you are to become. I really like that. Mm, and I think Genesis, just the beginning, is just like,
the beginning of everything.
yeah,
Mm,
you're like, wow, what?
Mm.
Wow, Garden of Eden, like,
yeah,
it's magic.
like where everything happened.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
that's powerful.
yeah. What's your favorite book?
I don't have a favorite verse. I'm still learning through it. I think I'm at a stage where I'm rebirth.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to know who I am.
Yeah.
Being okay with who I am, liking what I like,
Yeah.
and also not being content. So I don't have one, but man, there was I did yeah, there was actually one that is actually interesting. I can't remember. Let me look because I got the book. I went to this event. I don't know if you know Hillsong Conference.
Of course.
I went to the Hillsong
Sunday.
Conference. Oh, you went there on
Yeah,
Sunday?
6 p.m., 7 p.m. You went there?
No, I was at the. Funny enough, I was at the 1:30. Really, you were there?
I'm gonna go Sunday too.
You're gonna go Sunday too? Well,
Let's
go. We're going to church together. You see, I didn't even. No, this Hillsong is huge. I mean, to the
amazing.
Dominion is another level.
Yeah.
So went to the Hillsong Conference, and so they give us a book. So There Is More by Brian Houston, which initially actually isn't for me. I have to gift it to someone.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read first, and then
And it was the passage. It was like, come on, like, let's be real. It's the passage where was it? Man, let me look at this and see where it is. Oh Lord. Yeah, there's this part where it says in the Bible, it says, Zechariah 4:10, do not despise these small beginnings.
Yeah.
And what is powerful is that I was telling myself, we do so many things, but everything starts with a small little spark.
Yes.
And there are times where, as you know, you're an entrepreneur, you're on your own.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're looking for that big picture and you're like, okay, I want to go there. That's where I'm supposed to go. But in order to get there, you're going to have to take baby steps to get there.
Yeah.
But it's those small steps, like taking a call, having this interview, this, those small little things. Like, had I not been at this, at Fit Me clothing shooting, I would not have met you. We would never have met.
Yeah.
So it's those small things that I really have to be grateful for. And sometimes I just get so annoyed because I'm like, don't get me wrong. I am blessed to be alive. Like, I'm blessed to be healthy. Yes, I'm not earning where I want to go, and I'll be real. Like, I expect high things of myself. Because that's how I've been born, and I do not. I'm not to be arrogant, but I do deserve the life that I'm supposed to live. But I still have to be grateful for where I am now. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I have a roof over my head. I have a phone. I can still connect. I can still talk. Exactly. So those are the small little things that I have to be okay with and make sure that, it's in alignment, and then God has a purpose. And in this book too, there's another passage where he's saying, where is it Paul or Peter that they went to the sea, into the sea, and so Jesus was walking on water.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think it was Peter.
Peter.
It was Peter. He was walking. He wakes up after the storm and he says, "Yeah, Jesus, is this you or whoever?"
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, and Jesus says, "Of course it's me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, get your ass up." And he's like, "Okay, if it's you, then have me walk on water."
Yeah.
And then Peter walks,
And
and
fell, right?
yeah, and then after, at a moment, he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm dying, whatever." And the girl's like, "If you had faith, you'd know you would not die. Like, be real. Like, have." And that's also what we need to know, is that we don't know the end game of where we're going, and that's good.
Yeah.
But if you are faithful enough to walk in faith, to jump into something that you're totally scared of, you'll be okay.
Yep.
Like, I totally believe it. If it does not, it's not gonna kill you.
Yep.
You're okay. Like, if you get a rejection, it's a no. It doesn't matter.
That's why I said live fearless.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah. It's not going to break you. The only thing that will break you is, of course, if it's extreme circumstances.
Yeah.
But if it's not,
yeah, and most of the time it's not.
So yeah, let's be real and let's be honest. Okay, so that was our moment. But where can the people find you?
I think on the internet.
Yep.
Jason Mercera. Yeah, jasonmercera.com, jamieagency.com.
Okay. I'll put all the links anyway, but if people are listening and they're like quick to type, then they can find you. Okay.
Instagram, Facebook.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
you, guys. This was Jason Mercera.
Yes.
There you are. Okay, guys. Bye.